Three Forks Creek. Hoping to keep my feet dry today. Creeks aren't too bad. Smoke's not too bad this morning. General plan's the same thing though. Make miles, get further away from the fire. Because the direction I'm traveling is farther away from the fire. Let's find the trail first though. There's some beautiful morning light, they call it alpenglow, behind me. I'm congested from the smoke. Hopefully it gets better today. I'm officially 5 miles from the border of Yosemite Valley. That rock looks like such a good spot to cross, except it's just missing one little portion. So we can keep the feet dry. Oh yeah. Do a hand wash, do some sunscreen, prep breakfast, get on trail. Amanita starting to dry out. Iceberg Pass, 3.2 more miles. It's about to get above tree line here. Starting to smell the smoke from the wildfire. In an alpine meadow on the western side of Iceberg Pass. That red peak on the horizon is Red Mountain. And then there's a little notch hiked through yesterday around sunset and then down into that basin. To the south is Sierra National Forest, bordered by that ridge line. And to the east is Indio National Forest and the Ansel Adams Wilderness Area, also bordered by that ridgeline. I should say northeast because that ridgeline goes north to south and then kind of curves around the Ritter Range. The pass doesn't look nearly as bad as or as steep as Red Mountain. Just soaking up this alpine meadow. Pretty gorgeous. And very soon, I'm gonna go climb this pass, Iceberg Pass. I made it to the top of Iceberg Pass. Came from all the way over there, that red mountain. Just down below there's a little horseshoe, and that is Red Mountain Pass. Slow miles climbing up. I'm still acclimatizing, and as you can see there's plenty of smoke in the atmosphere, which is a bummer. And getting up high you can see the topography. So looking north, we see the ridgeline that makes up the Ritter Range, which kind of curves around. Get those spiky peaks over there, kind of cool. And then that is looking due east from here into to the Indio National Forest, Ansel Adams Wilderness Area. So the plan for today is, instead of doing this epic ridgeline traverse, which I've wanted to do for a while, I'm not going to do it because it's a time situation. I want to get as far away from the smoke or fire as fast as possible. So that means continuing east and then south on the JMT to east till I hit it. So the plan is to drop down this gully, which you can't see super well, and then do a little bit of off-trail travel, pop over a pass right on to Lake of a Thousand Islands. So we'll see how that goes, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have some breakfast here, or my oats. I've been eating all day, but I haven't had my oatmeal yet, so that's what we're gonna eat. Well, we're saying goodbye to Iceberg Pass up there and the ridgeline we were gonna traverse. Doing something new now. Connect a couple trail systems together, and then some off-trail routes to try and find the easiest route due east that also gets us at the Thousand Island Lake. And that's it. That's what we're doing. So, Iceberg was easier than Reds. It was lower in elevation. Beautiful pink flowers. This is a bolete. Ooh, edible in choice, but a little pretty past prime. You can see these worms having a feast on this mushroom. It's a polypore. The pore structure doesn't have gills. Put that back. Subalpine wildflowers. Very beautiful, very lush. Bees are happy. Good omen. Lupin. This is the California columbine, and there's a pretty big bloom of them right here, which is quite neat. It looks like this part of the forest burned pretty recently. Pretty dense timber in here. This is a small flush of morel mushrooms. Edible in choice. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a stove, so I can't cook these guys. The outside of these kind of looks like a brain. They're starting to dry out, but they're not wormy, so I would still eat these. I'm walking through a burn area, which is the exact type of habitat these guys show up in. Pretty cool. Got Richardson's Peak dominating that northern skyline. Some storm clouds above. Be surprised if we got some rain, but who knows. Nice high vantage point to see the land and the route we're going. So instead of going up that drainage and like over one of those saddles, we'll go around these mountains, drop down the other side, keep it a little more mellow given the wildfire that's going on. Liquid calories, 100 calories a tablespoon is what olive oil is. Just bushwhacked through all that crap. I thought I'd be making easy miles on a nice trail through here, and this boulder field's about as good as it gets. So got another hopefully half mile of this, and then we'll get on a real trail that takes us out of this drainage. Oh, such a bummer. But you do it one step at a time. The trail that's not a trail nightmare continues. I've done maybe a mile in the last hour and a half. So hopefully getting up here above this like cliff, I can cross the creek, kind of get above tree line, and maybe even out of these bushes a little bit more, and it will be easier to travel on this trail that's not a trail. And daylight's ticking. It's like 7 o'clock now, so got about 2 more hours of visible light, and then it's dark. Late dinner after a hellish hike up this gully. Hopefully the trail's better further on down the line.